deep to find the root source of your low back pain. I'm Stephanie Carter Kelly, a physical therapist that uses yoga in everything that I do in order to heal chronic low back pain, chronic pain from other areas. But you have to be open to the experience of chronic pain. I know that's difficult. This path, this 5-step path that I have designed that leads to peace is not an easy path. I'm just going to say that right up front. It's not a straight path. You're not always marching forward in that straight line. And that's why you have to dig deep. You have to dig deep to be open to the experience of what is that root source of your pain. If you pay attention to the posts in my groups and on my Facebook page, I work hard to break through those beliefs about your body being the only source of pain. It can be one source, but it doesn't have to be. Our bodies sometimes have these areas of weakness and vulnerability, but that does not mean that we can't strengthen them and build them up. What prevents you from digging deep, creating that internal drive, that internal motivation to keep moving forward along that path? So I just want to tell you a story about so many people that I worked with in the clinic with low back pain. So part of that story is in traditional physical therapy, you may have experienced, 2 visits a week for 6 weeks, 3 visits a week for 6 weeks, 4 weeks, 8 weeks. It's a length of time over 6, 8, 12 weeks, maybe even longer for some of you. But during that time, when I would have a client that would be progressing along the path as expected, and they would have a setback. So maybe they had 4 or 5 visits where each visit they felt a little bit better, they felt a little bit stronger. And it was on that 6th visit where they would come in and they say, my pain is back and I'm all flared up. And I would say, yes, yes, good. Now we get to use this pain flare up as an opportunity to teach you how to manage this moment. It wasn't backtracking. It was a lesson in how to take this path, this up and down, side to side, windy, twisty path of living with chronic pain. Now, back when I was in a traditional clinic, it was mostly focused on the body. But now I know that we also have to address the mind and the spirit. We must address both the mind and the spirit. We have to address the beliefs that you have about your body. And that's the work that I do in so many of the posts that talk about it's not your degenerative discs. It's not a spine instability. Those aren't the reasons why you continue to have pain. It's not an injury because your body heals from those things. It's what we believe about the spine. It's vulnerabilities and its weaknesses. If we believe that it cannot be strengthened, then it will stay in that weakened and vulnerable state. So it's the beliefs that we have, but it goes even deeper than that. It goes deeper than that. It goes to what is it that you think, not just about your spine, but of yourself. If we are hiding those insecurities, if we're hiding those parts of ourselves, if we deny the whole person, the whole human, if we're shoving down grief and anger and sadness and not expressing it, all of those can be reasons why we continue to have pain. So that's why I say you need to dig deep. And it is not an easy process. On December the 5th, I'm going to share more about this 5-step path 5 steps that you will take, sometimes in order, sometimes backwards. Sometimes you'll cycle through these steps over and over again, but always with the understanding that it will take you to the place that you want to be in peace with much less low back pain. So, December the 5th, you can join me in my private Facebook group. There's a link with this post to join that group. Answer the questions as you come in so that I can get to know you and so that we can have some time together on December the 5th. I'm going to follow up that session with more education over successive days after that introduction on December the 5th. I'm going to share much more in that group. So come into that group. If you consider yourself to be an active person, but pain is holding you back from that life that you want to live, from the activities that you want to do, if chronic pain is holding you back, and especially low back pain, because that's what we're going to be talking about over the next couple of months, if you feel like pain is really holding you back, then get on the path with me and I can help you develop. It's not my path. I have the steps. I'll share how I worked along this path, but I also offer lots of ways, research-based ways for you to create your own path. It's really about you getting to know yourself and finding that inner peace within. So again, I'm Stephanie Carter Kelly. I'm a physical therapist that uses yoga in everything that I do to bring body, mind, and spirit to the forefront in healing your chronic pain, low back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, arthritis pain, fibromyalgia pain. I could go on because all of them have some component of body, mind, and spirit that you can heal. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.